Yovheliym, Jubilees, chapter 21, verses 1 through 15. And in the 6th year of the 7th week of this Jubilee, Abraham called Yishak his son and commanded him, saying, I am become old, and know not the day of my death, and I am full of my days. And behold, I am 175 years old, and throughout all the days of my life I have remembered Yahuwah, and sought with all my heart to do his will, and to walk uprightly in all his ways. My soul has hated idols, given my heart and Ruach, that I might observe to do the will of him who created me. For he is the living Elohim, and he is holy and faithful, and he is righteous beyond all, and there is with him no accepting of men's persons, and no accepting of gifts. For Elohim is righteous, and executes judgment on all those who transgress his commandments and despise his covenant. And do you, my son, observe his commandments and his ordinances and judgments, and walk not after the abominations, and after graven images, and after molten images. And eat not blood at all of animals or cattle or of any bird which flies in the heaven. And if you do slay a victim as an acceptable peace offering, slay ye it, and pour out its blood upon the altar, and all the fat of the offering on the altar with fine flour, and the oblation mingled with oil, with its drinking offerings, offer them all together on the altar as an ascending smoke offering. It is a sweet savor before Yahuwah. And you will offer the fat of the sacrifice of thanks offering on the fire which is upon the altar, and the fat which is on the belly, and all the fat on the inwards, and the 2 kidneys, and all the fat that is upon them, and upon the loins and liver ye shall remove, together with the kidneys, and offer all these for a sweet savor, acceptable before Yahuwah, with its oblation, and with its drinks offering for a sweet savor, the bread of the offering unto Yahuwah. And eat its meat on that day, and on the 2nd day, and let the sun on the 2nd day go down upon it till it is eaten, and let nothing be left over on the 3rd day, for it is not acceptable, for it is not approved, and let it no longer be eaten. And all who eat thereof will bring sin upon themselves, for thus I have found it written in the Sepharim of my forefathers, and in the words of Chanakh, and in the words of Noach, and in all your oblations you shall strew salt, and let not the salt of the covenant be lacking in all your oblations before Yahuwah. And as regards the wood of the sacrifice, beware lest ye bring other wood for the altar in addition to these: cypress, bay, almond, fir, pine, cedar, cypress, fig, olive, myrrh, laurel, and asaphatus. And these kinds of wood lie upon the altar under the sacrifice, such as have been tested as to the appearance. And do not lie thereon any split or dark wood, but hard and clean, without fault, a sound and new growth. And do not lie thereon old wood, for its fragrance is gone, for there is no longer fragrance in it as before. Besides these kinds of wood, there is no other that you shall place on the altar, for the fragrance is dispersed, and the smell of its fragrance goes not up to the heaven. Observe this commandment and do it, my son, that you may be upright in all your deeds.